Hey guys! I think we are running. And hopefully we have sound. Let's give it a quick test here real fast. I think we are running. Alright, we're good. I've got to remember from now on to always check that. Because I can go on quite the tangent without even realizing that I am muted. So today we are working on Hello, Polly's Pretties. Today we are working on putting together just a few fall kits. I am making a tag kit, a card kit, and then like an anything kind of kit. And I'm making 6 of each with 5 items in each kit. So it's going to be quite interesting. Let's see. I should probably get my tag die out first. Out of anything I do. I am thinking I'm going to go with a medium-sized tag. I was going to go large, but I'm thinking medium's probably a better idea. Actually, you know, we might use that die. I haven't used it in a while. I don't know yet. It'll be a possibility. And then I've got to decide on what paper I want to make my tag. We've got the Primary Geometric from Walmart. How are you doing, Polly? Ooh, I think this chevron will look really nice. I ended up getting 2 packs of these because I just love it so much. And I know I'm going to be using it like crazy. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the orange chevron. I think that's really cute. I'm pretty good tonight. We are having not a huge rainstorm, but it has been like constantly raining. And it's been so nice. I'm gonna grab my big shot here. You working on anything tonight? I just fold my paper in half. And cut it down the center. Just to make it a little easier. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump you. It's been raining there too. You must be pretty close to me then. Just stopped organizing by seasons my embellishments. Ooh, nice. That's always exciting. Kind of wondering. I'm going to have to get 6 tags out of this. I think I need to switch tag sizes. I'm gonna grab that out though. Kind of debating here. Never mind. I've got another sheet of this. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna have enough room to fit 6 on here. But guess what? Got room to spare. I always like try to organize my embellishments, but then I end up like failing halfway through. I always forget at least something and don't put it in with the rest of my embellishments. I feel like that needs a little extra of a run through. Let's try that again. Hi, crafting with Ivy. Let's see, let's hope that went through this time. Perfect. I just wanted to give a little bit of an issue. Figure we can use the little long strip for a sentiment piece on the cards. You're okay with embellishments, but your stickers, forget it. I actually did like pretty impressive for Halloween / fall. I have this huge box that I just sat back here, and I just put everything fall and Halloween in that, and I've just been kind of digging through it. Eventually I'll use it up, hopefully. And I don't really have too many stickers. I've got my big, well, it's a shoebox, and then that's filled with just kind of like my general stickers. And anything that can't fit, or my alphas, I just stick right next to me with my paper pads. And then, of course, my fall and Halloween I put in the box. Someday I'll have tons of stickers and nowhere to put them. I think I use them up fast enough that I won't have like the hoarding issue. Unlike paper, I'm always hoarding that. I think it's with the mini pocket letters. I use so many stickers. How you doing, Ivy? Try not to get stickers, but I see all the pretty Halloween ones and it's bad. Yeah. Kind of like a kid in Mackenzie store. I know, I agree. And like, even food stores are not safe. Like I got, let me show you. These I got at Walmart. These two. These are from Walmart. And then these are from Rite Aid. I ran into Rite Aid to get some Actually, I was looking at blood pressure cuffs, and I saw the stickers, and I'm like, oh. I limited myself to one. So I picked those. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to use those this season, or maybe I'll have to put them off till next year, because I've got so many other, oops, Halloween things I'm using. I know, the turkeys were like a hidden gem. I can't wait to use them because I'm doing the fall recipe, well, fall/Thanksgiving recipe envelopes in my group, and those are going to be perfect to embellish with. Just cut off a smidgen here. And I'm not too big of a Thanksgiving crafter, so I don't really have too much Thanksgiving supplies on hand, so it was like perfect to find that. Oops. Oh, come on. Make sure it's lined up here. Seem to go to Halloween stuff and Christmas stuff, everything else lacks. Yeah, I agree. It's crazy how big Halloween has just like boomed. It used to be kind of taboo for you to celebrate Halloween, and now Halloween is just everywhere. It's kind of nuts. I kind of feel like with every holiday, it's kind of gotten to a standstill. Like, you only see the same things over and over. So I'm kind of hoping that places really step up their game for Christmas this year. Okay. Let me make sure I've got 6 tags. Ooh, 3, 4, 5. So I need to make one more round. Let me put that back in my bin back there. Make it sound more fancier than it is. It's just a cardboard box. I agree. I even told my Dollar Tree ladies, can I please get new items for the holidays? Yes, Dollar Tree is a repeat offender. They repeat things all the time. I feel like even with the digis, it's all kind of the same stuff. So it'll be nice to get some new ideas, I guess. I don't know. But then again, it's hard to find the new ideas because it's not searchable. Kind of feel like that's how it is on YouTube, too. There's seeing all the same like craft fair ideas and holiday gift ideas. Like, I want to see someone do a Dollar Tree Christmas gift challenge, or just any gift challenge, and not make a gift basket. Because I see that all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love gift baskets, but I want some fresh ideas. So I'm just going to put the Big Shot down here for now. I was just looking for pastel-colored Christmas papers, and man, there is nothing. Oh, I was just thinking, I just used pastel, but it wasn't pastel, it was... It was the, reds and greens and blues. They're not really that pastel-y. Yeah, I don't think... Although there is one stack from Prima. Is it Sugar Plum Fairy? And it's a pastel stack, and it is so pretty. I hope that's the right one I'm thinking of. I have to look it up. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Oh, maybe not. What? Why is it looking up Primal? Autocorrect, I guess. Oops. Sugar Plum Sweet, is that it? Santa Baby. Yeah, I think that might be it, actually. Because I think it was Santa Baby and then the Sugar Plum. Oh, Sugar Plum Sweet Santa Baby flowers. Yeah, that must be it. But then Prima is pretty expensive, so it's kind of a meh. How much do I really want it? Okay, so we've got our tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go ahead and make our card bases. The Santa Baby is very pastel, light pink, light mint. Yeah, I think that's the one that I saw. Or you could always go on Etsy. They've probably got something. But most of Etsy is digital. And that stuff takes a lot of ink to print. I'm going to be right back and get some white cardstock. Okay. I keep my paper on the other side, so well, most of it. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking, let's do 5.5. Just a normal card base, nothing fancy. If they want to, they can make it fancy when they make the kit. Kind of give them a little bit more of an option, I guess. Okay. Score them in half. Got pieces everywhere. I've got some ribbon I want to include. I'm not sure if I want to include it in both. Or all three kits, or if I just want to do it in the tag kit. I wonder if Prima has stickers that coordinate with that. It'd be even nice if they just did like the stickers at Hobby Lobby and Michael's that they have now for holidays, and they just made them pastel. Like snowflakes and penguins. You never made a kit for tags or cards. Used to do scrapbook layouts. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I've seen a lot of ladies sell their scrapbook layouts, their kits. I mainly do cards, but the tags are kind of new to me. I like receiving kits because then I could do whatever the heck I want with them. Like if you buy, like the Simon Says, is that one of them? Like the Scrapping for Less and the Hero Arts kit boxes, and then you can just make whatever, or like the pumpkin, paper pumpkin. You could just do whatever you want. You don't have to follow their rules. Oh, they have chipboard stickers. Okay. Not as cool. Not a big fan of chipboard stickers as much as normal stickers. I think they look nicer if you're just gonna like stick them on a card, but if you're wanting to like really build up and layer, then chipboard isn't really the way to go. At least I don't think so. For my crafting style. Although, you know, a year ago I didn't really even use stickers, so it's kind of all new territory. They're hard to get off the backing without bending them. Yeah. I've only used them a few times, chipboard stickers, and I have that hard time with pretty much everything, though. Especially the polymer stamps. Oh my goodness, some of them are so hard to get off the thing. Alright, so we've got our card bases, and I want to include this guy. I'm thinking we're going to use this stamp set. Wow, the little stamp set. The Got Pumpkin. Yes, that'll fit perfectly on there. Although I'm kind of thinking, do I want to add it on there and then let them do it? Or, that didn't come out right. Do I want to add it on like a piece of white and then have them, if they want to put it on there? How long have I been crafting? Well, like seriously crafting, I think it's been 4 years. My YouTube channel was in 2014. So yeah, almost 4 years. September something or other was when I started. Yep. But I've done like casually crafting all my life in like brief segments. It's a very strange, yeah. I should do a video on it sometime. Thinking maybe let's do some orange. Let's see what I've got. How crazy is this going to be orange on that orange? That's pretty psycho. Actually, if I do white and then use like an orange ink, you're still greenhorn to paper crafting. I always did crochet and plastic canvas. Oh, that's cool. I crochet too, but like I've never learned how to actually crochet from like a template or a pattern. I just freehand. And people who actually craft or crochet with templates are always like kind of confused by my creations. It's kind of interesting to see them, look at them. I think we're going to use Really Rust. Block. There it is. Yeah, I wasn't, like, I dabbled in paper crafting when I was growing up. I did ATCs, but it was more of a mixed media ATC rather than just straight paper crafting. And then I got introduced to crafting for, what's the word I'm looking for? Like occupational therapy kind of things. That kind of crafting. And I would occasionally do sewing. I had my own little sewing machine, like really like a little child-sized sewing machine. And then home ec, we learned a little bit of embroidery, but I sucked at it. I was so bad. And someone actually offered to do my embroidering so that I wouldn't fail. Because that's the only reason I would have failed, is because I couldn't get the embroidery down. But I got like everything else done. We actually didn't learn sewing in home ec, which was actually interesting. She gave us a choice between cooking and sewing, and everyone said cooking. which was good because I never really learned how to professionally sew. This is kind of the story of all of my crafting. It's just always been I figure it out on my own, and it's kind of weird how it comes out, but it comes out how it's supposed to be. So, I actually just made my first pair of shorts, sewing-wise. I think it was like a week ago. Hey, Tammy! Pocket letters. Yes. And Facebook friends are enablers. All of you guys are enablers. But yes, pocket letters are my new obsession. Especially mini ones. There's kind of like this unspoken rule. Well, I guess it's spoken a lot, but they say that you have to learn the rules to be able to break them. But I've never learned the rules. I just break them to find out how to do it. That's kind of like my crafting time. And like if I'm trying to follow a template or a tutorial, I'll break it apart differently. Like I have to look at it from a different angle. I can't do it the way the person's doing it. So it's interesting. It kind of messes with you. Yeah, just a little. Just a little bit. Show you guys my shorts. Actually, ripped them. It's kind of like I was bored, so I'm gonna make. Yeah, actually. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can't really see them really that well. I mean, they're shorts, so. I think the crotch was the hardest part to do. And I accidentally messed up. See if I can show you here. I messed up on the back here. I had made my my stitching a little too tight together, and it made this little kind of V, and it looks really cute. It was on accident, but it's so cute how it came out. Yeah, I accidentally ripped them on something, the crotch, so I gotta go back in and just sew them real fast. And the pattern kind of reminds me of like a hospital gown, kind of not. You can't learn without seeing it. Like if you give me a paper to read, I'll get lost. Yeah. I can kind of like figure it out if they give it to me on paper. It just takes me a while, and I have to go like through different loops. Ew, cleaning the kitchen. Glad for the diversion. You missed me live. Or did you miss me being live for like a week? Yes, crotch is always a pain. It took me forever to figure that out, but Oh my word. I've had such a dry mouth lately. I don't know if it's because of my dental work recently, but I've just like constantly been drinking tea and water. Although I'm just getting over a sickness, so that might be it too. You can't sew clothing on all. I used to not be able to. Well, I could sew a skirt, but yeah, I was just like, I was thinking one day, why is clothing so hard when you think about it? Because back in the day, people would make their clothing all the time. So I just kind of looked at actually the pair of shorts I'm wearing right now. I just kind of looked at them, and I kind of just modeled, modeled the pair of shorts I made after them, and they came out really good. I'm actually surprised. For maybe 5 hours of work. I mean, it would have been easier if I would have just got a pattern, probably, but... Although I did make a whole... it was my spring dance outfit. It was a vest and a skirt out of duct tape. So I guess I've made some kind of clothing before. It's not really sewing, though. It was just taping. Yes, Miss Dozen, long to see you live. Ah, gotcha. So what am I doing? I am making fall kits. I'm making 6 tag kits, 6 card kits, and then 6 anything kits. And I'm kind of getting carried away with my stamping here. I think I'm just going until I fill the page. That's what's happening at the moment. By the way, I don't think you have enough swaps this month. I know. After like a few of them, I'm like, maybe I should stop. But I was thinking, because I was kind of skimping on the swaps by only doing the 1 swap a month, and then after I got interest in, you know, the extra big swap, I was like, it's probably okay for me to make a swap, because people aren't going to assume they have to sign up for every swap. They can just be like, no, I'm not going to go. So it's not really a big problem for me to create swaps as an event, and then if people want to go, they can go. If that makes sense. I feel like I went kind of roundabout on that one. Kits are going the way of swaps. Huh? I'm kind of confused by that statement. The kit challenge is just, I'm going to send you the kit, and then you create something, post a picture, and you get to keep it. You don't have to send me anything back, if that's the question. Or statement. Let's see, I'm thinking 2 inches. And plus, everyone seems to really enjoy Halloween, so I thought perfect time to do a bunch of mini pocket letter songs. I figure we'll do a bunch of fall ones, either next month or November. No, we'll do fall in October, and then November we'll do Christmas. Yeah. So that way it gets to everyone before the actual time. Because with mini pocket letters you give goodies and whatnot, so I want everyone to be able to use their appropriate seasoned goodies. There we go. Hopefully that's a pretty good size for putting on there. Or not, they can just use it as a little banner piece. Lots of options. These ones got a little funky, so I don't think I'm going to use them for the kits. Yeah, I know, it's so hard to kind of follow along with the mag. Okay, so we've got our little sentiments here. Can put our little sentiment on there if they want. Let's see how much I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for the anything. You're fine. I'm used to just the lurking. Because when I'm on live, I go to live people's. Oh my gosh, I go to live shows too, and I just kind of lurk, doing meds and getting ready for sleepy time. 5 a.m. comes too early. Oh my goodness. Do you wake up at 5 a.m. or do you go to sleep at 5 a.m.? Because that's not really that. Well, 11, 12. Yeah, that's not too much sleep. Okay. Debating, do I want to put this on? Ooh, you know what would be kind of cool is if I put the little coffee cup sleeve in pattern paper and paper pieced it. Wonder if I've got like a pumpkin paper. I've got acorns. I've got just orange. Actually, Just the orange might look good. Okay, Tammy. Wake up. Force son to go to work and daughter to go to school. Oh, I gotcha. You drive them? I'd probably end up taking a nap after I got done with that. I seem to be able to, like, thrive in either 3 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, and 9 and 10. Anything else, I'm like, cranky. Whoa, the pumpkin didn't even... What the? It's my first time using this part of the stamp. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's nice that you do that for them. It's quite the sticky stamp. This is a Brutus Monroe. My first time using anything of his. I was tempted to buy this stamp, and I was like, no, I don't really want to branch out into another artist. Well, I don't know if he actually creates them or not, but, or designs them, I guess I should say. Man, the new Pink and Maine, their pumpkin spice stuff, oh, so cute. That one I am so tempted to get. Yeah, it comes out pretty nice though. Kind of shocked. Oops, that one didn't quite come out right. Kind of wondering if I turn it upside down, if that would get that a little bit better. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of ink on this stamp, my word. It would look so cute with little tiny pumpkins, but I don't think I have a stamp, or I don't think I have a paper. Make sure that pumpkin gets really good. I'm just learning more about the stamps. I brewed and bought super tiny ones and then saw my first bigger one and was starstruck and had to buy it. Secretly, it was also because it was a unicorn. I love that. Yeah, I kind of started trying to think, what was my first stamp set? Oh, man. Huh. That's crazy that I can't think of... Actually, I think I know which was my first, at least the first one I bought. Let me see if I can find her. Because she was adorable and I just had to have her. And it actually worked out with a project that I was going to do that... Oh, there she is. This is the first one I bought. It's a Coffee Kiki LaRue. She's so cute. I still use her to this day. But the first stamps, like, other people have given me and whatnot. Welcome back! But the pink and mane, oh, they're kind of a... What's the word? They're like an underground artist. Not too many people know about them. But their stuff is... I hate that that happens. But actually, that'd be good because I can fussy cut them. This is the first pink and mane that I bought. The unicorns. And now I want their fall stuff. So cool. Probably won't buy it, but maybe next year. Yeah, I think that Kiki, the Coffee Kiki, is just so universal. And sometimes these stamps that people are coming out with now just aren't universal. They're like a one-time use, and then they just sit in your stash, and... Oh, my nose, it just... And I kind of have an issue with that, because I like to buy stamps that are universal, and I can use multiple times. Unicorns, yeah. I'm actually going to be working on a unicorn kit here soon. I finally got some more pieces. You have that, the pumpkin stamp or the unicorn? Hi, Erica. Guess I should have said that before, you know, asking your about your statement. Yes, Tammy has awesome dies. My word. She finds the best ones. So definitely with this stamp you have to turn your block over, or your pad over, or else it's not going to get that pumpkin very well. Oh, the pumpkin. Gotcha! I'm excited that these are turning out pretty nicely. I'll have to decide if I want to do a white background. I think I'm going to. Probably don't need to do all these, but your favorite is paper piecing. I like to paper peas occasionally. I just can't stand it for long periods of time. Kind of gets on my nerves. I think it's just because it's like so tedious. I can't do the same thing for too long. Well, I think that might be able to get one more in there, actually. Ooh. Aha! Getting optimal space here. Didn't think I'd be able to get this many on there. Okay. I'll have to grab my little scissors out. Let's get some white cardstock. Yeah, I know, you sent me a bunch. No, it's not like too much that it's gonna be like overwhelming. Plus I can always stop whenever I feel like I don't want a paper piece anymore. Yeah, I like that they can be, you know, optional. Like, you can add the color to them, or you could just use the outline. Oops. I knew as soon as I moved it a second, like, I was gonna do that. I should have plenty of them here on this sheet, though. Yes, the pumpkins are so cute. The, ones with the vines. You just find the greatest dyes. I can't buy any more dyes. Like, I'll have to show you here. This is my dye storage. And it is booming. That's all the dyes I can have, and like, because I'm restricting myself to the space. And it is overflowing. Gotta get it back in there. Although Stampin' Die sets are different, because I put those together in my stamp basket. So, those don't take up space in my little organizer. I'm going to grab some more water here in a second, because I am almost out. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna fill my water bottle. Okay. Didn't take too long. Didn't even know I was gone. Let me move over here just a smidgen. Kind of wish with stamps they would put on there who the artist is, because I know a lot of companies hire different artists to create their stamps. So I think it would be cool if they put the artist on there. And even if it is them creating it, then they should put that on there proudly, like, created by the owner of, or designed by the owner of. I'm from Ohio. Well, you're probably going to see it in the fall kit. Spoiler. See, I kind of feel weird about, like, doing, like, the camping pocket letter, and then all the mini pocket letters you guys see. You see it before or normally the day or so of when I put up the swap. So I feel bad, like, maybe they don't want to be seeing this and they want to be surprised with them, like, well, they could just turn off. Ah, Pennsylvania, okay. How far, what section of Pennsylvania? I'm in, what is it? Northeast Ohio. Actually, kind of more central. Yeah. I turn it around so it's a little easier. Okay. So we're like opposite sides. Pretty much. I kind of like plotting where people are. Because eventually I'd love to either have like a convention or something here in Ohio, or go on like a crafting vacation and tour a bunch of places. I think that would be fun. Long ways away, but idea, you know. Goal, I guess. West Virginia, okay. You're a million miles away. Yeah, kind of. But there are a ton of people in Arizona, actually. So, you got that going for you. If I actually went somewhere, it'd probably be Arizona. It seems like everyone kind of clusters in the same area, at least that I've seen. And then there's that oddball that lives in, like, oops, the mountains and no. It's that Arizona air. Makes you want to craft. Oh my gosh, I just saw a picture from, I think it was Ellen Hudson, she posted, and it was summer sports tan lines. It was so cute. It was water ski, surfing, rollerblading, and then it was crafting, and he's all pale. It's funny. I still want to go to the cabins you were married at for the party. Yeah, I am hoping someday we'll do that. I think that'll be so fun. Almost 22, yep. November 19th. Or wait, no. I am 22. I'll be 23, yeah. Got myself confused there. You're 55? What? I thought you were younger than that. Not that I'm so old, but... I thought when we were Skyping you said you were younger. Like, 29. The whole 29 forever. Or is that 25 forever? Am I getting that wrong? Not a lot of people actually say it, so. Oh, and 46? Yeah. Couldn't tell if it was a 5 or a 6. Yeah, I'm a youngin'. But everyone always makes fun of me because I always say old things. I'm not up on the trends. Oh, your son was 35. Okay. I see. I think I can fit one more up there. Probably making way too many. Yeah, I'm kind of the oddball on YouTube, because all the young people are like all together and, oh, we're crafting friends and we do a whole bunch of stuff together, and then I'm over here like I don't fit in with the those ones. It's funny. Soon to be 21. Oh, and he already has a job? Wow. Impressed. Probably should have wiped this stamp off. Crazy amount of ink went on that. Nope, that's on there forever. And then 15. Wow. Yeah, that ink isn't coming off. My no, no. Oh, we're saved. Thought we were gonna smear ink everywhere. My little brother is 15. Waiting if I want to keep this on hand. I think I will. I think I'll do a little bit more stamping. Because I hang out with you old farts. I don't think that's it. Got my scissors here. I mean, you guys know more hip lingo than I do. And it's just so funny seeing the difference between the different people who post YouTube videos. Although I kind of see like a correlation here. If you are, well, I don't know their ages exactly, but if you're under a certain age, you tend to post only like maybe 2 or 3 times a month. Probably shouldn't be gesturing with my scissors. And then normally, which is weird because the people who have like kids and stuff typically post more. Conspiracy. I just say you remind me of my bestie in New Jersey. Oh, cool. Her name is Ashley. She could be twins, except you have light-colored hair, and her hair is dark brown. She is 26 years old. That's cool. That's cool that your bestie is 26 and lives in New Jersey. Because did you guys like meet before she moved, or you moved, she moved? Or are you like online best friends? I would have darker hair, but well, I don't know if it could go either way. I've got red in my hair, and that's what kind of makes it a little bit darker than the blonde that it would be, but then I still have the dark brown. I gotta mix. I'm a mutt. I've got a little bit of everything. You and Ginger and Stitch, is that one name? Yeah. I forget what the thing was, even. We met on online chat and started calling real life and went to Skype. That's cool. Are you guys like crafting buddies? Or just general? I know it was the night that we were talking about Brussels sprouts. It's when we were like having a party. It's funny. Which I've only tried Brussels sprouts one time after that. Still haven't actually tried them. Because I got a frozen dinner, or it was like a steam bag, that's what it is, and I put it in the microwave, and the flavor didn't taste good. It was overly spiced, so I'm not gonna judge them based on that. A bit of everything, buddies, that's cool. I used to Skype a lot. I kind of died though after things happened. So I'm just going to cut out, let's see, how many do I have of each? Because I only need, was it 18 of them? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I've got 18 of these. So maybe... Actually, what if I just... Where'd that go? No, that's not going to work either. I think I'm just going to have to paper piece some of them and paper piece, or not paper piece some of them. Okay, Tammy. You know, I said you always cook something on when I go on live streams, but you said you weren't. She always makes me hungry. We had Arby's today for dinner. I haven't been cooking anything lately because after I got my wisdom teeth done, I threw out my back and then I got sick. So nothing in the house has been done. And then as soon as I started feeling better, I started crafting again. So no cleaning has been done. That means no dishes. Yes. I would definitely be baking if it was closer to Christmas. I love to bake. I always bake at least once every 2 weeks because I make my husband snacks for his lunches for work. I either do muffins or cookies or breads. He just ran out of his snacks, so I've got to do some this week. I think I'm going to end up making cookies. I've got this oatmeal cookie recipe. It is so good, and like you can mix anything you want in it. And I feel a little better giving him oatmeal cookies because it's a little bit healthier because at least you're getting oats and fiber. But during Christmas, I bake normally sugar cookies because those are my favorite. And then pumpkin bread. Oh, so good. And then banana bread occasionally. That's kind of an all-time though. pumpkin pie. But it's not normal pumpkin pie. It's deluxe pumpkin pie. Good stuff. It's not actually baked though, so I guess it's not technically a baked good. Ooh. I used to bake a whole bunch when I was living at home with my parents and siblings, because we had a lot of mouths to feed, and that means a lot of baking. But now with just the two of us, we're kind of don't really want to bake as much because I don't want it in the house, which I would eat. Occasionally I do just pawn it off on people. I'll just go and stick it in their fridge or freezer and then they can eat it. I used to be a family baker for our two families, and my friends here would ask me to bake for them. It was 6 loaves of pumpkin nut bread became 16. Oh my gosh. That sounds good though. Pumpkin nut. Yeah, it always seems like whenever you start baking for a large family, you just start adding people on. And it just keeps growing and growing. And until you're baking for the whole city. You hate pumpkin everything! But you love the pumpkin nut bread. Mm. Yeah, I'm kind of... I don't know. It depends. If there's coffee involved with the pumpkin, then no. Because I'm not a big coffee fan. But like pumpkin and cream cheese, totally there. And then like sugar cookies, I'm very picky about what kind of sugar cookies. They have to be a certain texture for me to love them. One thing I miss is pumpkin roll. It's so much work, but it's really good. But like the store-bought pumpkin roll isn't that good. You gotta do it homemade. Your hubby loves pumpkin spice coffee. I feel like everyone does. I used to drink pumpkin spice coffee all the time. Well, not all the time. All the time for me, I guess, is once a month. It was like my drink of choice if I went to Starbucks. Until I was like, you know, I just don't want coffee. So I was like, can I get a pumpkin spice hot chocolate? And the lady's like, are you sure you want that? And I was like, yeah, like, I don't want pumpkin spice coffee anymore. I'm so sick of coffee. And then she's like, well, have you ever had chai tea? And I was like, yeah, I remember having it a few times in the past because I'm a big tea drinker. And she's like, well, why don't you try a chai latte and tell me what you think about that? And I have been addicted ever since. So now that is my drink of choice. Welcome back, Tammy. What are you cooking? My spine's starting to hurt. I'm gonna have to move a little bit here in a second. Hopefully this orange looks okay with that orange chevron. Thinking if it's just the paper piece part, it should look okay. Ooh, orange chicken. Yum. I started making orange chicken in the crock pot, and then I got hooked on the orange marmalade. So now I just eat the orange marmalade and I don't make orange chicken. It's funny how that kind of stuff happens. Because of the orange chicken, you do a little bit of orange marmalade, some soy sauce, and then barbecue sauce. And then it makes orange chicken. And it's good, but also just eating the orange marmalade is good too. On just some buttered toast. Good stuff. Oops. Making stuff fly. It is pretty good. I could never really get veggies to taste good with it, though. I always had to, like, cook it separately. And normally it was just broccoli. Yeah, my Facebook group, if you go to the description, I'm trying to think how this looks to you. In the description box, there is a link to my Facebook group, I think. I know there's one for my page. Oh! Oops. Let me get that on there real fast. Can't believe I forgot to update that. Alright, hopefully that should show up here in a second. Now I've got to go and check all my videos and make sure the group's on there. Oh, my thing's gone now. There we go. Yep, lots is happening in the group right now. I posted a whole bunch of swaps. Mainly mini pocket letters. Actually, I think all mini pocket letters. And then we've got the monthly swap, which is a pocket letter, a normal size. Camping pocket letter. And then we've got the monthly challenge going on right now, which is you just have to create something winter themed. Let me pick the ones with the best pumpkins. Alright, awesome. I'll have to let me approve you here. Oh, and then somebody else has to join as well. Erica. Do. Alright, you are now added. Lots. Yeah. Yeah, mainly Halloween themes for the extras. And then I've come to the conclusion that we will do one, like, big swap, like the countdown envelopes for the fall/Thanksgiving recipes, and then for December, well, for December, but it's going to be in November, the Christmas Eve box. So I think every month we're going to have one large swap like that, and then we'll have mini ones scattered throughout the month. Just kind of whenever I think of an extra swap. So of course, you know, holiday months are going to probably have a little extra more swaps because it'll be a little easier to think of things. And I've also got a few things in mind for next year. I know, my brain's already zooming ahead. I'm excited for December's swap, which will be due for January. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I figured I can post as many swaps as I want, really, because, you know, people don't have to do them. It's just an option. And I've noticed that a lot of my the groups that I was, or I guess I'm still in them, but the ones that I was participating in, they're kind of slowing down, so kind of makes me want to really rev up our swaps. Because I'm always afraid, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't post another one because people will feel like it's too many, but yeah. Yeah, I know, the Christmas box. I am so ready. So excited for that. The first second I thought of it, I'm like, oh, I'm so pumped. That's the thing with the swaps that I have in my head. I'm like, I want to just do them now. It's kind of the way I think, though. I always want to do things right away. So it's kind of teaching me a little bit of patience. And then I think I'm going to do the kit challenge. I think I'm going to do that monthly. Or just monthly during the holiday season, if that makes sense. Like, this month will be fall, and then I'll do a Christmas one. Kind of missed Halloween. Should have thought of it earlier, but when they come, they come. Used to do a lot of swaps on Facebook, but recently changed to do them here on YouTube. Yeah, I actually did a lot on YouTube, but then it kind of slowed down, so then I went to Facebook, and now it just kind of stuck on Facebook. Oh, officially bedtime. Oh, the boss just came out from his gaming. Oh no. Thanks for coming in and joining us. Joining us. It was good to talk. Have a good night. Hopefully you get a lot of sleep. Although it seems like a lot of people are having issues because they don't have a Facebook. So, I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to do more swaps on YouTube as well. I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure something out. Especially with my digis. Because a lot of people are wanting them but don't have Facebook. So I've gotta think of something, but every branch I go to kind of just doesn't work out very well. And Facebook's been the best middle ground so far. Which I can understand why people don't have Facebook. I almost decided to stop Facebook on my own, but then I decided that I would just unfriend people. And it's made my life a lot nicer. It was funny because I was talking to my husband about it earlier today, and I was like, you have a lot of friends on Facebook, and he has 270 some, and I've got like 60. It's so funny. And most of mine are crafting people. And people who post like craft video or cat videos. Although I like the occasional creepypasta. Been kind of trying to cut loose off of creepypastas. Because there for a while they were like the only thing I was listening to. So I don't read them like on Reddit or whatever. I listen to people on YouTube read it. Now I'm kind of getting back into the urban explorers. All of the abandoned places. Almost done cutting them. And then we can paper piece them. I think it was like I stopped watching creepypastas because they say you're not supposed to listen to that kind of stuff while you're healing. It might just be conspiracy, but or not really conspiracy, but what's the phony medicine? I guess just baloney. Might just be baloney, but I don't know. I think it worked. Because I healed over pretty fast, actually. I think it was maybe 10 days. I only had one stitch left to pull out. Okay, so I'm going to cut off this section. And then probably this section. And this. Oh, that looks so cute. Let's see. What kind of glue should I use? I think I'm just Elmer's. Oh, that's Mod Podge. That's normal. You have less than 29 friends. See? Not the only one. Most family, yeah, same here. I follow lots of creepy stuff, but not friends. No creepy friends. That's a big no-no. That's funny. What is going on with you? Oh, there we go. I think it's fun to watch like people doing creepy stuff. That sounds so wrong, but let me finish my sentence. And like ghost hunting or whatever, and trying to debunk them. Like, what did you put in there to make it look gold? You know, extra creepy. And 14 to be exact. I'm gonna go in and examine all of my Facebook friends and determine what categories they go in. Are you family? Are you... And I just need that little tiny piece. Ah. That is too cute. I'm in love. I'll put all those pieces over there. I am in love with this. It is so cute. I'm kind of glad I didn't go and try and find a pumpkin paper. I think the orange fits perfectly. Actually, I'll put the glue on the... That might be a little easier. Just a smidge. I love them. I think I'll move a smidgen. There. Kind of wish the pumpkin was removable in the center. Probably could cut it out with an X-Acto knife, actually. No Sleep is one of my favorites, also. Read if you dare. A lot of the YouTubers I watch that read, they read from No Sleep. Yeah, I was afraid the orange wouldn't be enough, but whew, they pop. I think I'm going to end up doing 6 of them, just the cups. Thinking maybe for the tags. Ah! No! No! Gosh. I cut my nails too, so it's... Oh, come on. Haha! Got a little bit too much glue on that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Although I don't really have much that would go in there too nicely, so... Yeah, I love scary and creepy stories too. I think I love them a little too much. I think it's because it's so easy to find them. Like, not a lot of other stories you find online. They're kind of like a anomaly. An anomaly. Let me pick out some of the pick out some of the good looking pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You will be for the tags. I might end up putting the pieces that I cut off on some of the cups and see how that looks. Oh, never too much. Yeah. It's kind of like with the whole Halloween thing taking over. I mean, when I was writing stories, it was a lot easier to write scary stories than any other. So I guess it's probably a common theme. It's just easier to write scary. I used to watch, well, listen to the Night Vale when it first started as their podcast. Gosh, that was so long ago. And I got, I think, halfway through the season, and then I forgot to go and listen to one of the episodes, and I just kind of stopped after that. Although I saw that they have a new book. I saw it on the library shelf the last time I was over there. They've got a book now. I don't know if it's new, but new to me. I thought that was crazy. Because it was such a weird thing to be into that when it first came out. And now it's big enough to get a book. It's crazy. Oh, you can read them all. Do they have a Reddit or something? Oh, excuse me. That was back when I was in, I think, either middle school or high school that they started. Never actually found out what actually was happening. I kind of have that issue with a lot of TV shows and things like that. If it's a series, I tend to kind of stop in the middle. Sometimes I go back and I'm able to rewatch or reread or listen and then get past the point that I was at before. Kind of depends, though. I don't know, I'm not big into podcasts, like just listening to them. I like when, like YouTube podcasts, they have, you can still see them as they're talking. I like that. I kind of feel like maybe I should be doing something else while I'm listening to the podcast, so that's why I'm not too inclined to listen to them. It's kind of like with audiobooks. It's weird just like sitting there and listening to an audiobook and not doing anything else. Like I just finished Slumdog Millionaire. Oh, and it took me so long, but I finally was like at a day where I just felt like, you know, lounging and listen to it for 3 hours without doing anything. Well, I did a few Sudoku puzzles, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I used to listen to podcasts while I did the dishes. I listened to the... Oh... So Susie? I think that's the name. The crafting podcast. She also has her own stamps and whatnot, and they're like snarky. I used to listen to her podcast, but then after a while I was just like, you know, it's not really filling my life with anything. I don't know. Just the content that she was creating just wasn't what I needed, I guess, at the time. I don't know. I think it's because she put on a lot of guests. If I remember correctly. I might be mixing it with a different podcast. And then it ended up being just like big companies. Well, big, but like, what's his face? I want to say Bruce Willis, but that's what is it? His Brutus Monroe. That's it. My goodness. And like different people like that. So I don't know. Haven't listened to it since, so I don't know if it changed or anything. You don't do podcasts. Yes, I clean or need a point while listening to audiobooks, or I craft while listening. Yeah. I don't know, it just feels weird. Like, if you don't do anything else. Although with the Slumdog Millionaire, I had to really pay attention. It was crazy challenging for me. I think it was the accent of the person reading it. Because I don't encounter too many people with an Indian accent. So it's kind of hard for me to pick up on connotation and whatnot. So I had to listen to it on like 1.25. And normally I would listen to it on like 2 or 2.25. So it was a little harder for me to do stuff while listening to it. But it was a good book. Oh my gosh. Very, very mature content. Whew. You won't buy Slumdog? They never paid the actors. Like the movie? That's crazy. That, or the actor that did the audiobook. I hear it's a really good movie. I don't know. I've never watched it. I don't know how you can get away with just not paying the actors. That's nuts. I don't know, it took like a really big turn that I did not expect. I don't know if it's just like because my brain was not really focused on trying to figure it out. Because I thought it was just going to be a linear thing. Like, I didn't think there was going to be that big of a twist. I guess it's not really that big of a twist, but I don't know. I didn't expect the craziness that ensued. I listened to the audiobook for free on Audible. They have an Audible's channel for Prime. Yeah. Listened to a few good books on there. I want to see. Let's see. Let's use one of these. Oh, get on my finger. Let's see what it would look like if I paper paste just this. I think it looks okay, actually. Supposed to pay girls, family, and bring her here for education. Lots of promises, none kept. Oh, man. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't really follow much of the movie. I actually didn't know it was a movie until someone told me while I was talking about the book. Like the movie? And I was like, what movie? So, that's interesting. Wonder why there wasn't a big uproar about it. Uh-oh, chat disconnected. Alright, we're oh my goodness. Successfully connected again. I have never seen it happen before. There was an uproar, I missed it. Oh. Okay. Oops. I miss a lot. Mainly because I don't really listen to news. I'll occasionally look at a headline, but has to be a certain news, like, station or something. Because sometimes I just don't believe things. I have to hear it like 3 or 4 times and I'll be like, okay, I guess it's probably true. Like, when people die, celebrities, I have to hear it like 3 or 4 times before I'm like, okay, I can actually believe you now. Because a lot of times they put out there that they die and they didn't actually. That's kind of sad that nothing happened because of, even if there was a uproar. Yeah, I don't watch TV there. So, well, I watch occasionally when we go to the laundromat. But normally I turn it away from the news because I don't really want to be listening to. Most of the time they're talking about like puppies and donating fans. And then a lot of the weather, which I cannot stand hearing the weather 6 times while watching for 10 minutes. Drives me nuts. And then they just recycle their stories. They just keep talking about the same stuff. Which I understand, you know, people tuning in would like to know and then go, so they don't have to watch the whole thing, but that's why I changed the channel. Normally, I can get to the Hallmark channel at the laundromat. We get to watch the movies. You don't know what happened after all that? I don't know either. Maybe I should Google it later. That'd be nice if the lady actually got things done. The things she was promised. You'd think, you know, signing a contract. I mean, they must have found a loophole somehow. I wonder what it was. Find it interesting seeing how lawyers and people kind of misuse or kind of just twist things to tap dance around the courtroom to get what they want. It intrigues me. I only got 2 more of these ones, and I think I'm going to do the other pieces on the other cups. So I think that looked pretty good. I think I liked it. Just stand up here in a second. Starting to hurt my spine. She was only 12 and really did live in a slum, so I got out when some reporter went to check on her and do a sort of where we know. Oh. Huh. The book, it was a boy. The boy, I kind of don't want to spoil it, but the boy kind of blipped from different city to city, living in kind of the slums of all of the cities that he went to. Oh. Been sitting too long. Oh man. But it ended up being a pretty good, happy ending, so. I get to see my stomach. Just while I stretch my legs for a little bit. Should get a stool over here. Kind of help break up the monotony of sitting in a certain spot. I'd love to get a high top table and a stool. If you know, we ever got an actual crafting space. Oops. Yeah. They do take liberties, that's for sure. I just kind of think it would be quite different if it was a girl. Just some certain circumstances that happened in the book. It intrigues me. Okay, let me grab these guys. I thought they were like, well, I guess she's coming from a different country. There's not really unions or whatever. I think that looks pretty good too. Actually, I'm not sure which one I like better. They both look really nice. Oops. Oh, okay. That's alright. I mean, you never watched it, so, or you never bought it, I guess you said. I do that a lot too, so forget. I actually forget movies quite a bit. Although my husband, he remembers like everything about a movie. It is nuts how much he remembers. One shoe. They both look great. Awesome. Glad I'm not the only one. They get in and be like, what is this? I think maybe with these ones I could have done my adhesive, my ATG, just because they're a little bit bigger sections. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. Okay. For some reason I was like, something's wrong here. I had one extra somewhere. Alright. Gotta decide on what paper I want to include in the cards. Because I'd used the pattern paper on the tags, so I didn't have to choose a pattern if I didn't want to. Alright. I'll let those dry now. Ooh. Move all these out of the way. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, awesome. Okay. So I've got the card kits. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need one more piece. I feel like that's not a lot. Okay, looked it up. Apparently they have trust funds that they can get only if and when they finish school. Family tried to sell a little girl. Oh, for $400,000. Made sure families cannot get it. Wow. That's nuts. I kind of like the idea that they'd put it in a trust fund, though. Yeah. Let me grab the ribbon that I was thinking about including. Could do a piece of tulle, too. I like the ribbon better. Ooh. Let's see, how much of this should I include? Maybe the full size of the tag. I love this ribbon. I actually bought 3 rolls of it. I loved it so much. And I've just been kind of keeping it because I bought it last year. Bad people out there. Yeah. It's nuts. It's crazy to think how, like, what went so wrong that you decided to sell your little girl. I know, the cups are so cool. I like how they turned out. I kind of am debating, like, maybe I should do the pumpkins, find some pumpkin paper, and see how that would look compared to the orange. With the paper piecing. One, two, three. 4. Oh, my nose is just... 5. Oh. 6. think I'm going to do this for the cards and stuff as well. Yes, I am. Oh, I'm a big person who buys threes of everything that I tend to really like. Like when I finally found a mascara that I loved, I bought like 3 of them. So I like to buy bulk, I guess, when I find something I really love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. Although the perfume that I use, I didn't buy 3, and I really wish I had, because I am almost out of it. I think I'm going to do some for the other kid as well, because I think this will look really good for just about anything, and you can use it for just about anything, so that's good. 2. 3. 4. Whoop. 5. And 6. Perfect. With just a little left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. I actually got my perfume on clearance from Bath and Body Works, and I was just gonna test it out because it was like 90% off, and I ended up falling in love with it. Now the scent's gone. So, because I'm not really that big of a floral person. Hi, Sherry. Or, yeah, Sherry. I think. How are you tonight? I know, like, that came, like, perfect. I don't know how that happened. We just had, like, this little sliver left. Which will actually be really good on, like, an embellishment or something. Kind of thinking now I want to make an embellishment. How cute! I'm gonna... Ah! Okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Just watching your local news. We were just talking about news. It's kind of interesting. I'm pretty good. I've been talking up a storm and working like a madman. Not really. It's been kind of relaxed. Okay. I'm thinking, let's get out. Where did I put those? I've got to go to my secret stash. Found them. I had forgotten where I put them. I want to put them all in a little baggie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop. Okay. Uh-oh, she's going down to the stash. That means business. Going down to the stash. Good for now. We're expecting a tropical storm hitting us Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. Oh man. What's the... Batten down the hatches. Is that what it is? We got a little strip in there. And then our little sentiment. I think I'm going to wait to put the cups in yet, because I think they're still drying. Hot, hot, hot. 105 to 110. Ooh. Ugh. Gross. No. We actually got down to 58 today. And it was raining. I think it still is raining, actually. That is why I am wearing a long sleeve. Yeah, it's supposed to keep raining until, I think they said Tuesday. And we're supposed to get 3 or 4 inches of rain. So, probably some flooding. You get the whole entire planet's humidity. Ew. Gross. My hair would be whoop. You want 8? Yeah, you can have 8 degrees. Yeah, 58 is nice. I'm like, I woke up this morning, I'm like, I hope this is fall. Like, no more of summer. Just, I'm done. Done with summer. Although, going to the beach one more time would be nice. No. Maybe not, because I don't want my butt bit again. Kind of like, do I feel like risking it just to go for a swim again? Or... I feel weird not putting, like, a panel of paper, like a base, or a mat. Although the ribbon kind of takes up half of the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get our tags over here. We had bought some, was it Jack Daniels, shoot, what's the, charcoal. And now we're thinking, maybe we won't be able to get to use it. I told you about glitter. That's why it's not in my house. Have you ever gotten your butt bit, Tammy? You don't know. If I take like 3 showers, then we can go to the beach. Although you have a fish tank, don't you? If I remember correctly. You want to know what it felt like? So you put glitter on your butt? Stuck it in the aquarium? Although I do want to try one time those fish that nibble at your feet to get the dead skin off. I want to try that sometime. Hopefully it doesn't hurt as much as their fish. No, because you don't use loose glitter. Even if you don't use loose glitter, like sometimes those papers that have glitter on them, they leave glitter around anyway. I'm gonna send glitter your way. You gonna tell me you're going to the beach one day and I'll send you a glitter bomb? I got glue all over my fingers. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the cups now. Debating. I think I'll do those cups for the other ones because they're not quite dry yet. No glitter. Those look cool. Cost a lot for those spas though. I know. Which is weird because you're feeding the fish. They should be paying you. You're just gonna be afraid to go to the beach from now on. You're gonna think you're gonna get glitter bombed. Or you just won't tell anyone. Secret beach trip. Glitter is too messy for you. Yeah. It's crazy. I would say it's too messy for me, but I just love it too much. I can't say no. Especially with shaker cards and shaker pockets for mini pocket letters. Just love them. And then I just take my heat gun and go whoosh, and then it goes all the way back there and we don't see it. Except for when it's in my husband's beard. He's like, what happened? What the? I don't know. Did someone get an extra cup? Or did I just not paper piece enough? I'll just do another one real fast. Oh, I knew I had an extra cup for something. Turns out. Needed that extra cup. Yeah, the look is really nice. I agree, though. I think, like, someday I'll probably be over it. Although I like sequins. I like to do those instead of glitter a lot. And that's a lot less messy. You know what they should do? They should sell like fused pockets of glitter that you can just add to your projects. Or like pre-made shaker like shapes. I know they sell like kits that you can make shakers. Kind of surprised they haven't made something to make glitter easier to put somewhere. Hurricane category 1, oh my gosh. What is the category that you're gonna have to evacuate? Is it 3? I'm thinking. Yeah, the seasonal shape ones are so cool. Like the little pumpkins I got. And the little ghosties. I need to get a piece of either fall paper or something. Kind of thinking about using that leaf paper that I was gonna hoard. Actually, I'll probably need 2 pieces. I'm gonna make my envelopes for the fall envelope, fall/Thanksgiving envelope recipe countdown. Still don't know like the official name I should call it. So long-winded. We live on the mountain. The shore's 5-minute drive. I think it's called Chunky Glitter or Confetti. Well, there you go. They made it cooler. That's interesting. I don't really, well, I just heard about one of the hurricanes on the news. I think it was Hurricane Lane. I heard it on the news, but normally I don't hear about Hawaii's hurricanes. I'm gonna do 5.5. And if they want to cut it down, they can. Ooh. This paper does not want to be cut. Whoa, look at that. That is a strange fiber. It's very different from most of the other papers I use. Oh, crazy. They're like little caterpillars. That's kind of cool. I need to sharpen my blade because of this. I'll be right back. Gotta get the reinforcements here. This is just some paper that I found at a garage sale. So that's why it's so different. Come on. Get in there. Gotta sharpen it real fast. Oh gosh. Why does chat keep disconnecting? What the heck? From August to November. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense because of the 2 fronts coming in. Arizona has a lot of white people living there. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. swear like everyone lives in Arizona. It's kind of crazy. I don't have an extra blade, so hopefully this gives it enough life. Let's try that. Four and a quarter. Ooh, that is fighting me tooth and nail. I gotta go the other way here. There we go. Cute and fairy fall. Yes, I agree. I was so lucky when I found it. And I have like tons of it. Because she must have been a salesperson for this company. Let me see if I can. Mara Me? Let me see. Came with this too. Let's see if oh, they don't have a just paper salon, I guess. But it's all kind of the same branded stuff. And I think the business must have went out. Must have gone bankrupt or something. Because I've never heard of it, and she had like tons of stock. Which ended up working out for me. And some of the papers I'm gonna use. Some of them, not too likely, but we'll see. Let me see, how many do I get out of that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5.5. Gotta buy a new blade. Especially because I'm gonna be doing chipboard here soon. Because I've got to make a new mini pocket letter holder sometime here soon. I actually might do this smaller piece. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think I'm going to do the smaller piece for the card. Do this for the anything, yeah. So with that ribbon, you can't really see much anyway. So maybe I'll even cut it in half. Or, let's see, what size is this? 3 by 5.5. So I can cut this down. Let's do this end. Oops. That was not the right measurement. Oops. There we go. Let's see. That is super cute together. I mean, they could do it this way if they wanted to. They could do anything they want. I think that is the 5 items for the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is such a super cute kit. I want to add more, like, but I'm only supposed to add 5. Have to limit myself. Okay. And I'm not counting the card bases. Part of the 5. As is, I probably won't count the tag part of the 5. I don't know. I think it'll depend. Should make up little 3x3 cards to stick in there with my note. I have ran out of my 3x3s, which will be good because now I can make some fall ones. Okay, so for the tags, I'm going to use those leftover strips. 1, 2, 3. So I've got these. I think I will just cut them in half. Let's see. 5 1/2, so 2 3/4. And I don't need that anymore. I wish I had some orange baker's twine left. That would be so cute in here. But I ran out of it. Actually, I might have some stashed away somewhere. Now that I think about it. Oops, I almost gave that one an extra. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did I end up with 2 extra? Okay. Let's put together the anything kits. I'm going to do the mat here. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Since these are going to be for anything, I think a good solid piece of paper is a very good base. That way you can do pretty much anything with it. In the secret stash. Maybe. It's funny because it's not actually that secret. Well, I guess it's secret to people who don't look under my table. Plus, it's just fun saying secret stash. What the? Get in there. Alright. Have a good dinner. Thanks for stopping in. And be safe. Now we can add our little cups. Oh wait. First we're going to do our ribbon. This ribbon just looks so good with this paper. I might have to bring the ribbon out for my Thanksgiving envelopes. For the embellishments I'm going to put on them. I figured out what I'm going to do for the numbers because I ran out of alphabets with the numbers. Trying to think what they're called. I guess they're just thickers. I ran out of the numbers because I used them all for the Halloween one. So I think I've figured out a good way to make up my countdown. Got the pumpkin stamp. And we got our little cup going in there. And then I'm going to do one more thing for, yep. So I'm kind of wondering what I want to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could add something extra to the tags if I want. And I definitely need to add something extra here. Oh, excuse me. What do I want to add, though? I've got some pumpkin stamps and some leaves. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe they could do a little cluster with them. Oh, that would be cute. Okay, I need a white piece of paper. Actually, I could do a cluster if I wanted to and save them the hassle. Let's do really rust for the pumpkin. I'm thinking more mustard, or maybe red. I'll pull them both out and see. They're not quite coming out Actually, I think this stamp says a little different. I think it's supposed to be distressed. I'm debating. I think I might end up doing... Do I have another pumpkin? No. Well, we'll see how this works out, and then if I don't end up liking it, then I could switch to something else. Should get another pumpkin stamp, though. Not sure yet. They actually kind of look like watercolor. It's interesting. See, I'm kind of thinking those won't really look too good. I think maybe it's the maple leaf that's throwing me off. So let's try this guy. And let's do him in... Let's do the red. If not, I'll have a bunch of extra things to cut out later. And then we'll do some berries, I'm thinking. Stir my ink upside down, always juicy that way. That makes sense. I never thought of that. Yeah, it'd probably be really easy to just plop them upside down too. Let's do more mustard for these guys. I love these little berries. They're so cool looking. Yeah, nice sort. That's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it's... I could actually just cut them out and then they can fussy cut it if they want to. Oh, that was 6, but oops. Cleaned it up anyway, so. Because if I cut them all together, that's one piece, right? It's not separate items. Trying to get past this 5-item limit. I'm kind of thinking the berries and then the pumpkin on top of it. Yeah. One, two. I guess I could cut that down a little bit more. One, two, three, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to count those as 1 because I'm thinking they go together. Yeah, you guys can fussy cut. I always try to do that, like, how can I combine them to make them one? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do the orange leaf, the maple leaf, for the tags. And then they can fussy cut it too if they want. Or they can square it off a little bit better. I can see how that would look really cute. Oh, if I put it in there right. I think that could turn out really cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because of the tag. Okay. Those are the tag kits all done. And then we have the card kits all done. And now the anything kits. I'm going to add the pumpkin and the little berries. Oh, that would be so cute. It's hard to see because of the colors. There we go. I'm going to have to make... Okay. I'm making 3x3 cards with that on there. That is adorable. Takes a little bit of fussy cutting, but I think it'll be so cute. One, two, three, four, and then 5. There we go. All of my kits are done. Oh my word. So those are the anything kits. So many possibilities. And then here are the card kits. And then the tag kits. You kind of get an idea of what's in there from each little piece that's moved. Oh, there we go. That's a really good shot of what's in there. Alright. So those are our kits. So exciting! Alright, I think I am ready for a break. Thanks for hanging out with me, Tammy. And anybody else who was lurking. Alright guys, I hope you're having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy. And I'll see you in the next one.